Okay, this is our third lesson over rotations in the coordinate plane, and this is a lesson that's going to be really easy on paper. When you have a computer, it's going to be a little bit trickier just because of how we have to do this. So our goal for today is I can rotate figures in the coordinate plane. Now, our vocabulary, you need to know clockwise and counterclockwise. Clockwise is the direction that the hands of a clock move. So, there's clockwise. Counterclockwise is going to be the opposite. Remember, 90 degrees is 1/4 turn. If we were looking at a clock, it would be the distance from 12 to 1. 180 degrees is going to be a half turn. And those are going to be the only amounts that you're going to be looking at. Now, here's how we do it. You're going to physically rotate your paper or the screen the amount given. Now on the map test, I don't think you're going to be able to do that. You might have to take your Chromebook and actually turn it on its side, but that's okay. That's a process. You then record the coordinates of your vertices. So you record the coordinates looking at the figure the way you're doing it. You just jot it down, rotate your paper back to normal, and then you're going to plot those coordinates. And again, this only works for rotations that are around the origin, but that's what we're going to be focusing on. So that'll work. So I want to rotate this 90 degrees clockwise. So I'm going to take my figure, and I can do this in my screen. I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees clockwise. So you can see, here's my new shape. Now I'm going to write down the coordinates. So A is at 2, 3. So +2, +3. B is at 0, 0, and C is currently at 3, 0. So those are my new coordinates. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and rotate it back, and then I'm going to plot these. So A was at 2, 3. So 2, 3. Here's A prime. Oh, come on, move. There we go, A prime. B prime is at the origin, 0, 0, that didn't have to move. And then C prime is at 3, 0, so 3 over 0 up. There's my new figure. And then you would connect these dots and move on. Now I'm having terrible luck connecting my dots today, but I'll try again. There's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. So there is the rotation of triangle ABC. Oh, please ignore the fact that that last line was terrible. So that's your problem. Okay, so let's look at another one. This time I want to rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise. Now counterclockwise is opposite the way the hands of clock turn. So I'm going to take it and rotate it 90 degrees or 1/4 of a turn this way. And there it goes. I hate my mouse. So now I record the points. So A is at -1, +2. B is now at -6, +5. And C is at -1, +5. Okay, now I rotate it back. There we go. And I plot it. So -1, +2, -6, +5. That's my B prime. Go ahead and label it while I'm at it. And then C was at -1, +5. There is my new figure. So there's my new triangle. Okay, that line's just terrible. I'm giving up on drawing the line. Okay, so here's my last one. I want to rotate 180 degrees. So same thing as before. I take my figure and rotate it a full 180. So now I record my points. A is at the origin, 0, 0. B is at -6, 0. C is at -6, -6, and D is at 0, -6. And I realize this is only 4 lines, but if you look at the numbers, it's 6. I don't know why. It is. So now I flip it back, or I rotate it back, I should say, and I plot my points. So A prime, B prime, C prime, and D prime. That is not where that goes. That's a little better. Okay, so that's how you do this. We'll be working on this tomorrow. or today, depending on when you watch your video.